Heavy is the head that has to manage all of this.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel.
We're now incentivized to buy what we already buy.
Fumbling through college had me building.
I also got some done on the other side.
And that was right around, I would say, May, maybe right before renewing the lease for this property.
Welcome to the channel, Martha.
Thank you for having me here.
Oh, I was going to say, I am getting up in their names, I'll tell you what.
Bills paid by other people, life was never this good. I had to step back, knowing that it's...
Hey everyone, it's been a long week of topics, but this is something that I absolutely had to address before I turn in for tonight. This is the topic of betting culture, gambling culture, parlay culture, and you know, it has been more prevalent. I haven't heard the word parlay more than I've ever heard in 2025. I haven't heard the word bet, gambling, more than I've ever heard in 2025. I haven't heard leg, not this leg that I have right here or this leg that I have right here, but legs that you're betting on in 2025. You know, I was about to make a bet this year. And it was going to be on the Crawford and Canelo fight. You know who I was going to bet on? I know a lot of people are going to be mad at me. I was going to bet on Canelo. You know why I was... I know so many people already turned it off. They're like, Canelo, I'm turning this thing off. Here's why I was going to bet on Canelo. Bigger guy, or supposed to be bigger guy. 70 fights, only lost once, right? Only lost to Mayweather. I don't really watch Canelo fight. I did watch a lot of Terence Crawford fights. And I knew Terence Crawford was strong. He was shifty. But he looked pretty stiff in boxing. I box too, but he looks real stiff with his punches. He is very accurate, but he looks super stiff with his punches. And I just felt like a smooth criminal, maybe a faster twitch would get him. Now, I didn't know how fast Canelo would be, but I felt he had the power. What would actually be a good fight is Crawford versus Mayweather, because the twitch that Mayweather has, the speed that Mayweather had, is what I think would really throw Crawford off his game. Same thing for Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao would give Crawford a run for his money. Just the speed and the quickness of which he fought with, I think that would be what Crawford would have to adapt to. And just because you know what somebody's going to do doesn't mean you can stop it, right? And so seeing something or not seeing something, right? Fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee. The eyes can't hit what the hands can't see. The hands can't hit what the eyes can't see, right? I think that's the only thing that could have stopped Crawford. But what do I know about boxing? I was about to choose the wrong fighter, right? So again, this is why you don't gamble, because I was going to put $3,000 on that fight. But this is why I have this tattoo, everyone. I'm not sure if you've ever seen this tattoo. It's a mask. It's a mask. I might drop a video of my tattoo in the video so that you can see it clearly. But it's a mask. It's a brain showing money swirling around. And the brain is being manipulated. This is when I used to do options trading. I told you guys I lost $6,000 options betting. The last time I did an options trade, I won $2,000. That was when I bet on Robinhood going up in value on the day that it opened, the first day of its launch, that it opened for trading. And I just knew Robinhood on its own platform is not going to close lower than what it opened at. And so I just did an options trade. Probably put $800 in and I won $2,000. And I took my money out that same day. $2,000, boom, just like that. Because that was a sure thing in my estimation. Like, you're trading on your own platform, your launch day, you don't want to close lower than anticipated, right? You want to close on a high note let the news circulate that Robinhood closed at a high on its first day of its launch, that makes a lot of sense. Even if the company had to buy its own stock, I'm sure they would have done it. And that's exactly why I did that options trade. Would I do that again? No, because I literally paid to notify myself of what not to do ever again, even if I won. And so I saved myself from losing $3,000 on that Canelo and Crawford fight. I watched it, I was entertained, and that's all I needed from that. But I didn't need to lose money during that event. And what happens is people do get addicted. People get addicted to gambling. People get addicted. I have a friend who I hope is watching this video. He makes tons of money gambling, betting on baseball games, basketball games. And I tell people in the stock market to invest in what you know, like, see, use, and believe in the future of. Invest, invest, invest. I don't know anything about baseball. I don't even know if I like the sport. I'm not that interested. I don't know what the future looks like. I don't know what players are on each team, what they average and what they normally hit, and who they're going up against, whether they're injured or going through a certain illness today, and whether they'll be able to perform at a maximum capacity in order to get me the earnings that I'm looking for. But you want me to bet on baseball? I don't even know how the game works. I don't know how baseball works. And if I was interested enough, I'm sure ChatGPT would tell me word for word how baseball works, and I could know baseball by the end of tonight. But I don't have an interest in learning. So why would I bet even $100 on an MLB game? Did I say that right? Is it MLB or MBL? Well, I think it's MLB. So, with that being said, if you're addicted to sports betting, there are definitely options out there for you to get the help and assistance you need. But another thing that I want to preface is that people only show you their wins. People only show you their wins. I talk about not only my wins, but I talk about my losses. I told you the last time I bet on an options trade, I won $2,000. I used to bet on Apple going up in value every single day. I made $700 in 30 minutes. $700 in 30 minutes. There's a reason why the top 5% of options traders do not need to work. You can make $700 in 30 minutes. Why are you going to a job? Why? Why go to a job? The stock market is open damn near 8, 10, 12 hours a day. That was just 30 minutes. You got a whole lot more time to make more money. So there's a lot of reasons why the top 5% do not go and clock into a job. But I will tell you this. You can also lose $5,000, $10,000, $6,000 like I did in just a couple of days. Now, granted, I made some of that money back, so I didn't completely lose $6,000. And for tax purposes, you can write off about a few hundred every single year. I stopped doing it. I got tired of writing off $200 a year. $200 a year. I got tired of writing it off. I was just like, man, forget about it. Forget about it. I'm done. After about 3-4 years of doing that, I only got about $600 back from the tax write-offs, $2,000 back from the options trade with Robinhood, and that was about it. So what, like 26, 2,800, maybe 3,000. So I probably still lost about $3,000. It is what it is. We've blown money on worse. So with that being said, again, I don't bet. I do tell my people who do sports bet, congratulations on your win. Somebody bet $600 and made $53,000 in a night. They had like 10 things that all had to hit, and it all hit, and congrats to them. $53,000 off of $600. I hope that they don't throw it all back in there. At the end of the day, I would have been mad if I lost that $600, especially if just one thing went wrong and it stopped you from getting that payout. if just one thing went wrong and it stopped you from getting that payout. Can you imagine? That high is so high that people forget that you got real bills to pay. That money is real and you're losing it. So I say congratulations. Great job. I don't say I'm going to invest. I don't say I'm interested. I don't say that I'll ever participate. No, it's not for me. You can stop showing me if you like, but if you want to just celebrate your own wins, I'm happy to celebrate with you. But I am not participating. This is not something that I engage in. If you like this video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. You know I post on YouTube, Rumble, and Spotify for podcasters, and I can't wait to see you on the next one. Peace.